Welcome into Quicksand TV. Let's get the usual YouTube things out of the way. Things like if you enjoy particular content such as TV technology, TV settings, gaming settings, things like that, consider subscribing to the channel, turn on the bell notification as I have a lot more videos coming. Now that that's out of the way, let's get to the topic of today's video, which is SDR gaming settings for your LG C2 OLED. Now, first thing, let's go ahead and hold the settings button on your Magic Remote. And as you can see up here, it is in the game optimizer settings, but notice there's no HDR indication here because the game you're looking at is Dying Light 2 on the PlayStation 5, and that's a 4K SDR game. So what you'll want to do is come in here to Advanced Settings, and the first thing that's usually recommended is go to Color, go to White Balance, and out of the box, this is going to be at 0, this color temperature, which is a very heavy blue push, overly blue to the screen. From an accuracy standpoint, you've probably heard recommendations to drop this to warm 50. And while that may be the most accurate setting, when I'm gaming, I'm not necessarily as concerned about accuracy as I am when I'm watching content. So I adjusted this setting until I found a nice happy medium for me, which was warm 20. But your mileage may vary. I didn't touch anything else in this particular screen. Let's back out. And while we're in here, fine tune, color adjustment. Now, when you open this particular menu, I believe the default setting is off. You obviously have low, medium, and high, as well as user selection. I have mine set to medium as, again, I'm not as worried about accuracy. While gaming, I like my colors to be a little more saturated, to pop more, especially in SDR games, so I have this set to medium. As far as the rest of these here, for SDR gaming settings, these are grayed out, of course, so you don't have access to them. Let's back out. Color depth, this comes at 55, I believe. Didn't touch that, like it where it sits. Color gamut, I do have that set to auto. Let's back out. Let's go into brightness. Now for SDR gaming, I have mine set to full 100 on pixel brightness and contrast, and I left the black level at 50. Under gamma adjust, this is going to be a subjective thing for you. As we go up the spectrum here, starting with BT 1886, as you go to 2.4, 2.2, and 1.9, the display will get brighter. So with SDR gaming, I wanted my display to be a bit brighter. And while this 2.2 might leave some of the accuracy on the table, it's a nice balance for me as far as not being overly bright and blowing out the image, but brightening it enough to make the picture pop. Let's back out of here. Video range, auto, eye care, turn that off. Okay, let's hop into clarity. I believe this comes out of the box at 10. From what I understand, there's not really much difference between having this at 10 and 0. I went ahead and adjusted it to 0 anyway, but you probably won't notice much difference. Super resolution, I don't feel this is necessary while gaming. You may want to try it out, see which one of these works best for you, but I have it off. As you can see through here, all of these are unavailable. And from this settings menu, that's pretty much all you need to do. Now, let's pull up the game optimizer settings from here. Man, I love this about LG TVs. And this is coming from somebody who's buying Sony TVs for years. Sony, get in the game. No pun intended. Come up with something like this. This is fantastic. But anyway, let's go down here to Game Optimizer. We open that up. And over here, you're going to have your game genre settings. For SDR, I just went ahead and left it on standard. Reduce blue light, dark room mode, Didn't do anything with those. Don't feel that's necessary. Prevent input delay. I do have that on boost just to have that extra bit of sensitivity whenever I'm moving the joysticks and jumping around the map in this game and other SDR games. I do have VRR and G-Sync as well as AMD FreeSync Premium. Both of those are active so that if I'm playing the PlayStation 5, you'll see an indicator for the VRR, and when I'm playing on the Xbox Series X, I'll see an indicator for the FreeSync Premium. Fine to dark areas, another subjective thing. I haven't made any adjustments to that as I don't feel it's necessary. Menu color. Orange is one of my least favorite colors, but I changed it to this just for the purposes of this video because of the dark and the green background here. I just thought it would show up nicer. I usually keep this on violet, but again, that's up to you. Let's go over to the picture side of things. I did make a few changes here. I believe this comes at 10 and 10 for making adjustments, especially in Dying Light 2 when you're out in the open on the map and it's a bright sunny day. I did have to make an adjustment to the white stabilizer. I did bump that to 13 and I left the black at 10. These down here are the same ones from that first menu I showed you, and I did not make any changes other than adjust the sharpness down to 0. And that's it. Those are some basic SDR gaming settings for your LG C2 OLED and your, well, I guess if you have a PlayStation 5, then that would work for that as well, obviously. But that's it. If you did enjoy the video, consider dropping a like on it as it really helps the visibility for the video and the channel. And again, if you did enjoy the content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel as I have a lot more videos coming. Thanks for watching.